Everything we do daily involves the spine. Do you know that we have one and only one spine?
Instead of a solid bone, our spine is actually made up of 24 vertebra bones stacking on each other like a jigsaw puzzle. The way the spine is formed is very unique. From the back to front, it has to be straight, but from the side view it has to form 3 curves.
There are 5 vital functions of the spine. The first vital function of the spine is that it houses and protects the spinal cord where all the nerves come out. Do you know, the first thing that forms in life is the brain and spinal cord? The brain, spinal cord, and millions of nerves form the nervous system. The nervous system controls and coordinates all organs and functions of the human body. Branching off your spinal cord are these fine thread-like structures called spinal nerves. They exit between the gaps of the vertebra to supply to all cells and organs. From the organs, the electrical pulses are sent back to the brain in a feedback loop. At different levels in your spine, the exiting spinal nerve supplies to specific muscles and organs. For example, the nerve supply from your neck goes to structures such as head, eyes, ears, throat, shoulders, and limbs. Moving down to your thoracic spine, the exiting spinal nerve supplies to organs such as your heart, lungs, stomach, and liver. From your lower back, these spinal nerves supply to structures such as your bladder, kidneys, reproductive organs, intestine, colon, and lower limbs. And that's just naming a few. The second vital function of the spine is to hold your body upright. Your spine is basically your main support structure. It needs to support your body, which consists of the head, shoulders, ribs, arms, muscles, and internal organs. Your spine carries 2/3 of your body weight. If you are 70 kilograms, your spine will be constantly carrying 50 kilograms every day from the time you wake up every morning until you go to sleep. The third vital function of the spine is designed for smooth motion and movement, like bending, twisting, and turning. Any injuries to the spine will cause painful and restricted movement. The fourth vital function of the spine is that it dictates posture. Because we have only one spine, if the spine is crooked, your posture will be crooked. If your spine is straight, your posture will be straight. The fifth vital function of the spine is that it acts as the foundation for all muscle attachment. These muscles facilitate movements and they are distributed evenly on both sides of the spine.
Did you know the medical term for spine injuries is called subluxation? There are 4 major types of injuries that cause internal damage to our spine, which may be immediate or accumulated over many years. The first type of injury is what most of us would have experienced when we were younger, and that is childhood injuries. They could begin with birth trauma and countless accidents over our growing up stages. The second type of injury is high impact and high forced accidents, such as car accidents, common slips and falls, or sports injuries. The third type of injury is after experiencing overly heavy or unnatural loading to the spine, such as pushing, pulling, or carrying overly heavy loads. And the fourth type of injury is prolonged and repetitive improper posture or ergonomics. Did you know while most injuries may immediately show minor signs of external damage, the internal damage to the spine will always take years to develop after the accident? Therefore, most of the complaints that a patient comes in during the visit to the doctor are usually symptoms from existing old injuries that may have been there for years.
When our body breaks down, there are 6 common body signs of old and new subluxations. The first body sign is when the pain receptors in the injured area are activated, you will feel pain. All of us know that painkillers are temporary relief and do not resolve underlying issues. The second body sign is when the tissues around the injured area are damaged, you will experience swelling and inflammation. Did you know swelling and inflammation is a natural healing process of the body? The third body sign is muscle stiffness and ache. From the uneven tension of the rope created by the bending of a pole, our muscles and ligaments are also similarly in uneven tension from the misalignment of the spine. This misalignment and tension will lead to frequent and chronic muscle stiffness and ache. Medical patch, menthol ointment, massage, stretching, acupuncture, or cupping can only provide temporary relief and do not resolve the misalignment. The fourth body sign is posture distortion. Did you know that your posture is the window to your spine? If your spine is crooked, your posture will also be crooked. The fifth body sign is fixation or restricted motion. A misaligned spine can cause your spine to lock or jam up. Often this will lead to stiff and restricted neck or low back movement. The sixth body sign is nerve interference. When the nerves exiting the spine are pinched, you may get headaches, insomnia, numbness, tingling, gastric, indigestion, increased urination, and constipation.
True or false? Most of us will think that no pain means no problem. Small pain or pain that comes and go means small problems. Are these accurate? Just like tooth decay, early signs of subluxation may not come with obvious symptoms. You may not feel many symptoms until the degeneration reaches the nerves months or years later. Similarly, early blockage of the heart vessels usually do not have any symptoms until the blockage is around 90% or above. Our spine has to carry 70% of our body weight constantly every day as we go about our movement and activities of daily living. Therefore, uncorrected internal subluxation misalignment will lead to progressive and persistent breakdown and degeneration of the spine.
If uncorrected within 3 to 5 years in phase 1, the discs will start to thin. We may experience early symptoms of subluxation like stiffness, tightness, tension, aches, tiredness, and occasional headaches. Most of us would either ignore them, find quick fixes like painkillers, ointment, and patches, or do our own stretching to get rid of them. Again, this will only provide temporary relief. If uncorrected within 6 to 10 years in phase 2, the disc will become significantly thinner. Bone spurs will form. You will experience more intense and frequent symptoms that affect normal daily functions like sleep and work performance. If still uncorrected after 9 to 15 years in phase 3, the spinal vertebrae will be almost fused. In the severe and late signs of subluxation, you will experience symptoms like persistent pain, numbness and tingling, acid reflux, hives, and low immunity. Your quality of life will be greatly affected. But with the proper diagnosis and structural corrective remodeling treatment, subluxation can be corrected and reversed, especially if it's detected early, and your health will be restored. Remember, you have one and only one spine, so take good care of it. You are now ready for your first consultation with our chiropractor.